but no thanks. There are going to come some opportunities in life and some activities that are going to be offered to you that you need to decide to say no thanks to. All of the time it's not easy, but you have to make the decision to do that. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Thanks, but no thanks. Our topic today is the benefits of abstinence until marriage. What is abstinence? Abstinence is the ability to exercise self-control over some things that may be enjoyable or pleasurable, but you just decide to say no thanks. And it takes some willpower and it takes some fortitude for you to say no thanks. Some of the things that you can abstain from are alcohol, cigarettes, some foods like ice cream, chocolate, even burgers. But I'm not talking about those things today. I'm talking about abstaining from sexual activities. And as a young person, it's going to be beneficial for you to abstain from sexual activities. Why say no thanks to sex? Number one, you're not old enough. There are some psychological issues that you'll have to deal with when you get into a relationship. So you're not old enough to deal with sexual activities. According to the Holy Bible, 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 16, it talks about when you connect yourself with a harlot. When you connect yourself with a harlot, you become one with that individual. You may become pregnant. No thanks to sex because of religious beliefs, sexually transmitted diseases. You want to respect your date. You don't want to hurt your parents. Marian Howard, in a book written entitled How to Help Your Teenagers Postpone Sexual Involvement, talks about when young people get involved sexually, they can contract infections, pelvic inflammatory disease, cervical cancer, and many other woes from having sex too early. What is the number one reason why teenagers have sex? The number one reason is peer pressure. A lot of your friends may say to you, just try it. Nothing's going to happen. It's the first time. And the biggest lie is everybody's doing it. Well, you don't need to be caught up into lies like this that will get you into much trouble. There are not only physical, but there are emotional strains and pains from having sex at a young age. One of the biggest lies that is told, so he said you were the only one. Well, let me tell you about young men. A lot of times young men are caught up into being macho, and they try to go with as many girls as they can. So Dr. Everett Koop, who is the former U.S. Surgeon General, says when you have sex with someone, you are having sex with everyone that they've had sex with for the last 10 years, and everyone that they and their partners had sex with for the last 10 years. So the best thing to do is to abstain from sexual activity. I have a few statistics for you by Dr. Sandra Alters in her book, Abortion. And these were taken from the year 2000 statistics for teenagers ages 15 to 17. She says that pregnancy rates are highest in non-Hispanic African American teens. That the birth rate is over 159,209 in the year 2000. Also, the abortions were 84,770. The next topic I want to talk to you about is sexually transmitted diseases. In other words, in short, it's called STDs. STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. That's another physical woe that you will not have to worry about. It's one of the benefits. You will not have to worry about contracting these diseases if you choose to say no thanks to sexual activity. Sexual activities are contracted through sexual actions or sexual activities from a person who's been infected and they infect you. And these diseases come through parasites, come through bacteria and viruses. And I'm going to talk to you about many. I'm not going to talk to you about but 4. According to Medline, there are over 20 STDs. This is herpes. Looks like a cold sore. Genital herpes are on your private parts. This is gonorrhea. And you see all the different places it can show up on your body. The next 2 are syphilis. The number 1 is syphilis. And AIDS, of course, that comes from the HIV virus. And there is no cure for AIDS, so therefore the end result is death. And in conclusion, I want to remind you that you can remain emotionally healthy as well as physically healthy. If you abstain from sexual activities, you will not have to worry about the diseases, the depression, the anxiety, the loneliness, and all of the other woes that go along with having sex too early. I want to encourage you to look at the power of abstinence by being 100% pure by abstaining from sexual activity. Good.